everyone? Happy Friday. Today is March 1st, 2019, and it's amazing to think that the calendar is literally melting away. We're 3 months into the year, and it's crazy. But the topic I want to cover today is, what do we do when we feel like giving up? I mean, this is something that happens to everybody, at least at some point or points in their lives. It happens to me regularly. I find myself often asking myself, why do I do this, right? And in all reality, there's not going to be an answer that I can give you that's going to help you make a better decision of why you shouldn't give up, right? There are some questions that you can start by asking yourselves, which one of the most important ones, and I'm going to say it's the most cliche one, is why are you doing it to begin with, right? So, to add a little bit more context, if you're watching this video, chances are that you are undertaking something out of the social norm, something a little bit further out there, a little bit beyond the average reach. So, it's normal to feel that you are coming short when trying to succeed at whatever it may be that you're trying to do, because it's not easy, right? You're not going to ask yourself, what should I do when I feel like giving up going to the grocery store? That's not it. Chances are, what do I do when I feel like not going to the gym? What do I do when I feel like not writing this blog article? What do I do when I feel like not recording this video that I'm doing for you guys right now? What do you do in those moments when you just don't want to do it, right? When you don't want to continue, when you feel that you've possibly been doing it for X amount of time and you don't see the results, right? So to go back onto that question, which is, why are you doing it why are you doing it in the first place? You have to really understand the motive behind whatever outcome you're trying to achieve is. Are you doing it for your family, for yourself, for monetary gain, for overall health improvement, to impress somebody, to prove a point, to change a set of rules that you don't agree with, or certain social issues that are happening? Like, what is the motive, the key driving force behind why you're trying to do that? And to follow up to that, is it really what you want? Like, those are two things you got to ask yourself, because sometimes we find ourselves pursuing certain things for the wrong motives, right? A lot of people criticize me because I have a very ostentatious goal, and I will put it out in the open. I don't care. My goal is to one day make at least $1 million a day. And you might be saying, what the F do you need $1 million a day for? Not for me, okay? Believe me that I do not need $1 million a day. And once I accomplish that, it's not going to be for me. My big goal, like my Tony Robbins calls it, my North Star, is to be able to help people who are in need. That's why I have a goal of making $1 million a day. So, to not deviate too far, right? When I feel tired, when I feel that I am almost defeated, I think of one key phrase, which is, what are the things that have in the past been difficult for me that here we are today, right? That I have overcome or achieved, and here we are. Ask yourself, what is the most difficult situation you have been in your life up to this point, and what did you do to get over that? mentally lazy, okay? We're often looking for somebody to come and lay something in our palm. We want the answers to just fall from the heavens. We want for success to tomorrow just rear its head and be in our lap. It doesn't work that way. We have to really understand that everything is a product of what we do. There's a quote that I wrote, I think it was like 3 years ago, that says, who we become tomorrow has everything to do with what we achieve today. And simply put, our efforts, right? Our decisions, our events that compile into the big picture of life, good and bad, have to do with who we become tomorrow. So the decision that you make right now is literally going to translate into the person you are becoming tomorrow, right? So recently I've plugged it into certain videos. My struggle is my health and my fitness. And I have come to the conclusion that regardless of if I want to go to the gym, which the funny thing is that I do want to go, but I find myself making excuses or snoozing or whatever when I have to wake up at 5 in the morning to be able to make it to the gym on time. I have started to program myself, right? Little by little. It's not going to happen overnight. To program myself to not accept not going to the gym at least 5 times a week, Monday through Friday minimum. And the reason behind that is, if I give myself a little bit of wiggle room, I already know myself. I'm going to go ahead and veer off of that path and I'm going to derail. And I don't want to do that, because I know that in order for me to achieve everything that I want to set out to do, my health has to be on point. Because without health, there's no wealth. And that's the best advice I could give you. Without health, there is no wealth. But to circle back to what to do when you feel like giving up, ask yourself. Really think about it, because sometimes, see, there's a stigma behind giving up, right? But I made a comment the other day on a video. I forgot what channel it was on YouTube. But sometimes there's certain things that you do have to give up, right? Maybe what you're trying to achieve is not right for you. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you could focus on something that is going to become fruitful for you, or that is a better alignment with who you are. So there's times that giving up is the better answer, is the right choice, is the thing you should do. And nobody's going to be able to tell that to you except you. You have to really kind of like, I made a video about self-awareness. You have to really understand what you like what drives you, what fuels you, what motivates you, what drives you to the point of dedicating yourself to a repetitive task to achieve a certain goal. And when you understand that, you will know over the course of time what's right and what's wrong for you. And hopefully what we've discussed in these few minutes allow you to start making more conscious decisions. And it's kind of like Gary Vaynerchuk says it, that he people say, make sure you hire the right person. And Gary does the complete opposite. He hires quick and he fires even faster. So it's one of those things that in his case, right, he says it's not right to keep that person there if they're going to fail anyways, and he's absolutely correct. It's not right for yourself to do something that you don't believe in just because you're romantic with the fact of what it may be or what it could be. If you're sacrificing yourself for anything whatsoever, make sure that it's something that you don't think about it twice. And the moment that it becomes a task, the moment that you become obligated or you feel obligated to do it, it might not be the right thing to do, honestly. Now, to finish up the little thing that I was saying about certain things that you can give up. See, giving up is not just about giving up and quitting, right? I have given up TV, for example. I have replaced TV with reading audiobooks or listening to audiobooks, however you want to dissect that. I gave up going to parties. I gave up going out at night to enrich my mindset, to start learning actionable skills that I could apply in business, because that's what my future is predicated on. I gave up getting drunk on nights like today, where I know people who are grown men and women well off into their 30s and 40s, which right now are leaving the office and going to stuff Coronas down their freaking mouth hole, or they're gonna go and take shots. Listen, guys, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with having a drink or two or whatever. I personally really don't drink. You know, I do drink on occasion, but it's not like what I live for on a Friday night. You know, like right now I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna have dinner with my mother-in-law and my wife, and then right after I have to finish an Excel spreadsheet for work. But think about it, guys. Let me know what you think about the video. Tell me in the comments below what you believe is the reason that you should or should not give up. And if this video helped you, give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to the channel. I really love you guys. Have a beautiful day.